We do not have many muscles attached to the sphenoid bone, but we have the two pterygoid muscles. Now they give attachment over here basically. So the pterygoid muscles are two of the four muscles of the mastication, located in the infratemporal fossa of the skull. These muscles are lateral pterygoid and medial pterygoid muscles. Now, the primary function of the pterygoid muscles is to produce movements of the mandible at the temporomandibular joint. Now, the pterygoid muscles are important for chewing and mastication. Each pterygoid process consists of a medial pterygoid plate and a lateral pterygoid plate, the latter of which serves as the origin of a medial and lateral pterygoid muscles. The medial pterygoid is having two heads. The larger deep head originated from the medial surface of lateral pterygoid plate of sphenoid bone, and the smaller superficial head from the tuberosity of maxilla and pyramidal process of palatine bone. Now both are having insertion on the medial surface of ramus and angle of the mandible. So the medial pterygoid muscle along with the masseter allows the jaw to move in a vertical direction as it contracts and relaxes. Now the attachments on the medial pterygoid plate are the pharyngo-basilar fascia, which is attached to the whole length of its posterior border. Now the lower part of the posterior border and the pterygoid gemellus gives origin to the superior constrictor of the pharynx. The pterygomandibular raphe is attached to the tip of the pterygoid gemellus, which is a ligament, but we will further discuss it in details in the ligament section. Now moving on to the attachments on the lateral pterygoid plate, we see that its lateral surface gives origin to the lower head of the lateral pterygoid muscle. The small superficial head of this muscle arises from the maxillary tuberosity and the adjoining part of the pyramidal process of the palatine bone. The infratemporal surface of the greater wing of the sphenoid gives origin to the upper head of the lateral pterygoid muscle and is crossed by the deep temporal and mesenteric nerves. The lateral pterygoid allows the jaw to move in a horizontal direction during mastication. The tensor villi palatine is a slender triangular muscle. The anterior attachment stems from the scaphoid fossa of pterygoid process of sphenoid bone. The posterior attachment originates from the medial aspect of the spine of the sphenoid bone and anterolaterally to membranous part and the lateral lamina of the cartilaginous part of the auditory tube. It helps in opening the pharyngeal opening of the auditory tube during swallowing or yawning. You can easily remember these muscles by a mnemonic, which is, let me tell you something. Now where L stands for lateral pterygoid muscle, M stands for medial pterygoid muscle, tell U stands for tensor villi palatine, and S stands for superior constrictor of pharynx.